Hey, what's up? How are you doing today? Thank you for stopping. Before we start, can I ask you to do this? Do this, please. It costs you nothing. We feel appreciated. It's done. Great. Thank you very much for stopping. My name is Zack. It's your first time. You're welcome. This is home. This is where we talk about the motherland. First of all, I'll say sorry for the microphone. You can't hear me properly, maybe. We've had some trouble with the microphone, but I promise you it's going to be resolved tonight. Great, let's jump on it. Here we talk about the motherland, Africa. You want to know anything about the motherland, you are at the right place. I got some great news for you. Have you ever been to Africa before? No. Okay. Have you ever dreamt of going to Africa before? Maybe. Well, do you know this man? Oh, surely you know this guy, right? Yeah, he's very popular. Ibrahim Traoré, president of this country right here. Burkina Faso. Well, he became very popular, especially at the moment where he was challenged by General Langley of the United States of America. Plenty of people from all over the world supported him, from Jamaica, Tobago, Trinidad, USA, UK. All black people across the world supported him because we've experienced too many times a great leader from Africa being unalived for being a great leader. Now, good news. First of all, I think if you're interested in this country, Burkina Faso, I got some very good news for you. 700 Afro Descendants, so black people from all over the world, went on the 26th of October to visit Burkina Faso. 700 people in collaboration with ADDI, which is an organization by a very renowned lady in the name of Arikana Chihombori. This lady here, you've seen her before, very prominent Pan-Africanist. 700 black people from all over the world, Jamaica, St. Lucia, Suriname, United States of America, UK, you name it, went to Burkina Faso to reconnect. Now, congratulations to them. Piga makofi. Yeah, piga makofi, baby. That's clap your hand in Swahili. Again, Swahili is the most spoken language in Africa. Okay? All these countries right here, you can see, they all speak Swahili. Now, the Swahili is a bit different, not kind of different, but a bit, a different accent, but with a little bit of patience, they understand each other. Anyway, maybe you should consider learning Swahili. Now, they were welcomed by the Secretary General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The delegation expressed its pride in reconnecting with its African roots and showing support for President Ibrahim Traoré, whose Pan-Africanist vision inspires the diaspora.
Burkina Faso was chosen as the destination for this journey. It is a symbolic act of return and a reconciliation with memory. This positions Burkina Faso not only as a host country, but also as a land of hope and hospitality for many Africans in the diaspora around the world. This journey is also taking place in a context of Pan-African Renaissance, driven by the enlightened vision of His Excellency, Captain Ibrahim Traoré.
That's beautiful. First of all, 700 people, that's a lot of people. Being met by the foreign minister, that's big. And they're expressing the gratitude of reconnecting with Africa through the work of Ibrahim Traoré. That's even greater. So it's beautiful to see that. So they're there for many reasons, but one of them is the official meeting with Burkina Faso authorities. So black people across the world are coming to Burkina Faso to meet with authorities because they are inspired. Number two, it's going to be cultural visits to discover local traditions and heritage. Burkina Faso has beautiful things to offer. From the food, there's something they call poulet à l'ail. Poulet à l'ail is chicken garlic. My brother, you're going to bite your tongue off. I'm telling you. Number three, it's going to be a solidarity initiative in support of local communities. Obviously, some of our brothers from all over the world wants to support their brothers in Africa. It's a good thing. But just keep in mind, when you're doing that, not all Africans are poor. Okay, so some Africans feel offended when you act like you're trying to save them. Just keep that in mind, okay? If people ask you for help, help them. If they don't be acting like you're trying to help them. It's going to come across as condescending, and that's not a good thing. Number four, economic exchange, to explore partnerships between diaspora and Burkina Faso stakeholders. Obviously, we need all the brains to come together. The USA was not created by one person or one group of people. The USA was created by the unifications of the Germans, the Irish, the Dutch, the French, the Italians. They all came together, Let's think about how to build the USA. I know there are many other aspects to that, but Let me put it this way. Europeans came together to build something. The same thing can happen in Burkina Faso with the diaspora going, bringing brains. Not to say there's no brains in Burkina Faso, but bringing different ways of thinking, merging with the locals and building something. The good news is Burkina Faso is offering nationality to the diaspora. So if you're a black person and you want to meet your heritage and whichever process it is, you can get probably a passport from Burkina Faso. Wouldn't that be great? It would be beautiful, but just remember, it's very hot in Ouagadougou. I'm African, but I'm telling you, let's go. So what other countries have done similar things, trying to bring black people together? Benin has a program called My Afro Origins. It was launched on July 4th, 2025. The objective of the law is to grant Beninese nationality to Afro Descendants with ancestors deported during the transatlantic slave trade. So this is, I know there are some Americans that say they were born in America, their great-grandfather existed in America, they were not taken from Africa. This is not for you. Please don't come. We don't want you here. You can say, no, we don't want you here. Okay. Some of our brothers who know that their ancestors came from Africa, you can come and get your Beninese passport, maybe a Burkinabe passport. Matter of fact, Benin is also a very interesting thing. Benin is the land of voodoo. You know voodoo, right? I know a lot of people think it's black magic. Well, it's not. That's what white people told you. Voodoo is very cultural, spiritual endeavor that you need to be initiated into so you can understand. It's a very interesting, very interesting. Okay? My experience in Benin was just out of this world. Benin is one of those places where you found the door of no return, where they took slaves. Once you reach that door, facing the sea, you will never return. That's goodbye for you forever. That's in Benin. So go check out Benin. That's a good opportunity. There's also Ghana. Ghana is offering what they call the Year of the Return. Okay, that was launched in 2019, allowing many Afro-descendant people to come back to Ghana into their roots and facilitate their integration. The result of that was 525 Afro-descendant people became Ghanaian citizens. Congratulations. So many African Americans and Caribbeans are now in Ghana. Actually, the last time I was in Ghana, I found a few of them trying to get married. At least 3 people I saw from the USA looking to marry Ghanaian girls, you know, getting into the process and stuff. I mean, you still need to learn a lot of things, like the cultural side of marriage. In Africa, you don't just meet a girl and you stay together and you start making kids. You know, you don't do that. In Africa, you need to go see parents. You see family. You bring gifts. You pay cows. For those of us who take cows, depending on the culture. You know, it's symbolic. You can't just take a woman and go with her. No, it's not selling her neither. Well, you find some places people are trying to monetize it, but the goal is not selling. You have to respect the culture. Look, many African people are watching these videos. Let me tell you something. We have more similarities than we have differences. Yeah. The reason is we don't learn from each other. We don't want to learn from other people. We have more similar things. Respect of the elders. We all eat what some people call pap in South Africa. Fufu in I don't know where. Ugali in Tanzania and Kenya. Posho in Uganda. And many other things. We all eat this. You see this? Bofrot. This one, it's called bofrot in Ghana. It's called mandazi in Kenya. It's called amagwinya in South Africa. It's the same thing. Anyway. Now, some of the black celebrities wanted to get connected with the roots. And they came back, like Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder, the musician, was granted citizenship in Ghana in 2024. So he's Ghanaian.
I'm giving you 2 documents. First of all, the certificate of registration as a citizen of Ghana. This is it. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We also have Ciara, who became Beninese in 2025. She's very happy about that. We also have Ludacris, this man here. Okay? Ludacris became Gabonese in 2020. The case of Luda is a bit different because he's got the citizenship through his wife, who's a Gabonese born. Her name is Edoxi Mugwingwi, who's Gabonese by birth, but he's still there to apply for citizenship. So that's what it is, fellas. I believe it's a beautiful opportunity to reconnect. You know, Burkina Faso is doing tremendous work. Africa's big, okay? 54 countries, it's a lot. It's different cultures, different way of living. We have a lot of similarities. We also have our own twang. It's like chicken. You can cook chicken in multiple ways. With garlic, with ginger, yeah. That's Africa for you. So each country you visit will show you similarities and a bit of a twang to its own ways. Now, you must remember something that's very interesting as well. This is not the first time, things have happened in the past. Many years ago in the 1800s, the ACS, which is the American Colonization Society, that was founded in the United States of America. It was composed of some abolitionists who believed that a freed African American would face less racism if they could return to Africa. The organization is called ACS. So they were facilitating black people to return to Africa. Obviously, this was also encouraged by the American president at the time, whose name is James Monroe. They wanted Africans, look how I'm sweating. They wanted Africans to go back to Africa and found their own country. So they were sent to this country right here. Liberia. You can see the map? That's Liberia. So many African Americans who were free slaved went back to Africa, to Liberia. In 1847, Liberia declared its independence and became the first African republic founded by people of African descent returning from Americas. Okay? So basically, from what you understand, African Americans who were free slaves were sent to Liberia to create a country. When they got there, they found Africans from there. The problem is the African Americans did not want to mix with the Africans. So they created an elitist society where they dominated over the Africans. Later on, it was havoc between them. They unalived each other bad. Liberia is one of the countries that was never colonized by white people, okay, besides Ethiopia. But many years later, they finally got together and they understood each other. They now live in peace. Now, the goal here is this. When you go to another land, you found people, they have their own cultures and their own way of living. The way you treat them is very important, okay? Don't go to Ghana trying to treat Ghana like you know more than they know and you want to teach them about life. They won't like it. Don't go to Kenya as an African American or as a diasporian trying to lecture them about how life should be. They will not like it. In the same way, you wouldn't be very happy if somebody from another culture come into your house trying to tell you how you live and show you how bad your things are. It's the same way people would feel all across the world. Now, there are things you can bring, which is very simple. When you go to somebody's house and you think things are dirty, you don't just say, why your house is so dirty? Like, why do you have rats now? You say, okay, this is how we clean. Like, come, let me show you. You see, this is how we clean the dishes. Have you tried to clean it this way while you're cleaning? It makes it more acceptable than you showing fingers, blaming other people. I've seen many African Americans on videos coming to Africa and saying, well, these Africans want to extort us, they want money from us, they treat us like, Do you have a point? Yes, you do have a point. But the way you voice it is very important, because that mentality that you're seeing, it's cultural. It's not because you're African American. A lot of Africans in many African countries, I don't agree with it, will treat me differently just because I have a different accent. They will treat me differently. Things are going to be more expensive just because they feel like I come from somewhere else. Or maybe they feel like I belong to a higher societal class. So don't take it personal. Everywhere you go in the world, you'll find good people and trash. Even where you come from. You don't get along with everybody, right? Yes, that's the case. So go find people who belong to your clan. And they are not necessarily people from your country. Let me know how you feel about this. It's always a great pleasure. Please drop a comment. Drop a comment. We need you to speak. This is not about me just talking. I want you to put things together so the channel can go further. God bless.